Hello there, this is Miss Stamper. I'm making a Bible story video for, drumroll, for David and Dixie. So you all get to hear a Bible story today. Okay, this is coming from the book of, let's see, we've done Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. So right now we're in John. And this story is about Jesus, and he's all grown up now. Okay, he's a man and he's walking all around in Israel and the different places and telling all the people about God. And he's telling them that God came to save them and he is God's son. And he's helping the sick, he's healing the blind. Well, Jesus walked many miles with his disciples, right? He walked many miles. And sometimes he had to stop and rest too because he was in an earthly body. So there was one town near Jerusalem called Bethany. And in this little town, there was a family there he knew with 2 sisters and a brother. And I'll show you a little picture I drew. So here you have, in that little town was Mary and her sister Martha and their brother Lazarus. And they were all grown up now, and they just took care of each other. None of them had married, but Lazarus and Mary and Martha all worked together as a family. And Jesus knew them and had met them, and they were so good friends. It was almost like Jesus was almost like their brother. They treated Jesus like family. He was like a brother to them. And they cared for Jesus when he came. They made sure Jesus had food and that he had water. They gave Jesus a bed to sleep in at night. They made sure he had water for bathing and for washing his feet when he came in from the dirty road. They made sure he had snacks for his next journey and that he was just taken care of because they wanted him to know that they loved him. Well, many days pass and Jesus leaves. And he has a plan, though. People already know that Jesus is here, and he's the Son of God, and his plan is that he wants to show them that he can help people, save them, and heal them. And people knew he could heal the blind, he could heal those that couldn't talk, he could heal those that couldn't hear, the deaf. And they'd seen people also walk and all that were crippled. But they didn't yet know what else Jesus could do. And this is something no one else but God can do. He can raise people up from being dead and cause them to be alive again. So we're going to talk about that story today. So here you have Lazarus, okay? And I'm going to show you a picture on the computer soon. You have Mary and Martha, and something happens to one of them. Lazarus gets sick. So sad. He gets very, very, very sick. So sick he has to go to bed and lay down for days and days and days and days. And they can't help him. Nothing's helping him. No teas, no drinks, no vitamins or fruit or vegetables or soup. He's not getting better. He's only getting worse. Mary and Martha start worrying. Oh no. What are we going to do? If Jesus were here, he would heal him. He would. We know that, Mary and Martha said. We know he has the power to heal, but he's not here. So they decided, we're going to send a messenger. So they send a messenger to Jesus to tell them. And the messenger gets and finds Jesus and tells him, Jesus, your friend, Lazarus, who's like a brother to you, he is so very sick. Can you come help him? And Jesus knew he was sick. He already knew it. And he had a plan, though. His plan was not to go right then and heal Lazarus while he was still alive. His plan was to go after and make a big miracle happen. Jesus waited a few days, and Lazarus passed away. The sisters were so sad. They were so sad. They cried and they cried. We all would, because we love our loved ones and we'll miss them. And they wondered, why didn't Jesus come at this moment? where was he? If he were here, Lazarus would still be alive. But they needed to trust Jesus. Well, 4 days passed. Lazarus had already been put into a cave. He'd been put into a cave, laid down and wrapped in clothing. And they closed that cave with a big stone boulder. And 4 days went by. Jesus decided it's time to go back to the village. He went to the village where Mary and Martha now were still, in Bethany. And she and Martha heard he was coming. Jesus is coming. Oh no, it's too late. Our brother Lazarus is dead. Well, Jesus comes and they said, Lord, Jesus, if you had been here, Lazarus would not have died. And Jesus said, he's not really dead. He's in his mind a deep sleep that only God could get him from death. And that Jesus was here to bring him back to life. That's why he was here, for God's glory, to show people that Jesus was truly the Son of God who had power over life and death. And they listened. They didn't know what he meant. They didn't know. Jesus went over to the cave. And he told some people that were there watching to roll the stone away. So they had to push really hard. They had to be strong and push the stone out of that cave there. And you know what Jesus did next? Do you all know? It's amazing. I'm telling you. Jesus said to Lazarus in there, who was dead, he told Lazarus to come out. He said, Lazarus, come out. Now, Miss Stamper would be very... I know Jesus is amazing, but I would still be scared. I'd need to trust in Jesus then if I were there. I just need to really... I would be scared, though, of Lazarus coming out. I'd probably be holding on to Jesus if I could. You know, hugging him. And the people, I'm sure, were just all shocked, just watching. Like, what is happening? They watched that cave. Guess who started walking out of that cave? Lazarus. Yes, I'm serious. This is true. Lazarus came forth. Jesus had risen him from the dead. He gave back the power of life to Lazarus, and he was able to come forth, and all the people that were standing there were so amazed. They had never seen anything like this. They knew Jesus could heal the blind, the sick, the deaf, those who couldn't speak or walk. Jesus could do any of that. Then he can also help someone who's already passed on. He can also raise from the dead. Here Lazarus is well and healthy and breathing. Mary and Martha were shedding tears of joy. Their brother was alive again. They were so happy to be a family together again. Everyone started talking that Jesus must be the Son of God to be able to do this. And yes, we know he is now. But can you imagine that day? So many feelings, sadness, and being scared a little bit about what was happening, but then joy that Jesus performed this miracle. It's one of our favorite ones found in the book of John. So I hope you all think about that, maybe especially during October, that Jesus can bring life to all of us. And he can do anything. And anything he does, all that we have is because God has been good to us. And we can thank God for it. We give God that glory. We thank him for all our things we have, our family, our parents, and our siblings. And we thank God for our homes and our vehicles and all the blessings that God has provided for us. And we're just so thankful. And we have these examples in the Bible to remind us of what Jesus and God can do. And then I'll just show you real quick, just a picture on here. Let me see if I can turn it around one moment. It's just an animated cartoon picture of the story of Lazarus and Jesus. Here you have Jesus telling Lazarus to come out of the cave here. And here comes Lazarus he was all wrapped up too. And he had to carefully walk out, and he's alive. And everyone's just shocked and surprised that he's there. And that is our Bible story for today from John, where Jesus heals and raises Lazarus from the dead. He's able. Well, you all have a great day. Miss Stamper says hi, and now she is saying bye-bye. All right, take care. Bye.